Hey, what's up, family? Welcome to Ask to My Axe.
where we challenge you to stop playing and start pushing.
This right here is my beautiful wife, Aiyana.
And this right here is my so debonair husband, Ayize. All right, we're going to get right to it today. Because I told him that I was bringing this up.
Really?
Because I was so agitated. Yes, and I'm going to share so that y'all can get a little something from it. And at the same time, I'm continuing to reinforce within
You really
myself.
had no reason to be agitated, for real.
No.
I really don't know what you're about to say, but I think I know what you're about to say.
Yeah, I'm
but
gonna
you
say
really
no.
ain't had no reason to be agitated. You can call me Nostra Blackest. You can call me
What?
the predictor of the future, and is that what we about to talk about?
All right, let me say this before I make it professional. Men, fellas, husbands, boyfriends, dudes. No woman wants to hear from you because she is having perhaps a hard time or a hard day or a hard moment, or because she is frustrated by something that you have done or not done, or because she is, illuminating to you where you may need to do some work or what have you. No woman wants to hear the response preceded by a
Hey, y'all, let's be clear. Can I paint
saying
a picture of what actually happened?
it's about that time, ain't it? It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's that time.
So check this out, y'all.
In that time of the month.
Yes.
That is a no-no.
Now, see, what it does reveal, though, is that I'm actually in sync with you to such a degree where I know your rhythms, your moods, your emotions, and I'm able to predict and actually witness and observe a fluctuation in how you're feeling. And so what I'm saying is that, like, I see this happening. I see what's about to happen. And so why don't you just tap back into the conversation? Because I'm going to tap out until this right here actually passes. And so, again, I'm observant and I'm in sync with you.
So let me tell you, he can size all of that. I'm in sync with you. No, at the end of the day, the bottom line is this, and then we're going to get to the essence of this video and the lesson here. The bottom line is this: no woman wants to hear
onions,
this.
Y'all. Grilled onions. This was over some grilled onions. Okay? I got major attitude over some grilled onions. And what I did was I sent the text, and guess what? I accidentally sent it to my mom too.
He gonna say, that's right. He gonna send me a text trying to make fun because I was fussing at him a little bit.
Fussing at me over
I wasn't
grilled
really
onions.
fussing, but I was irritated because he was making himself something to eat, and then because when I make him something to eat, or when I make myself something to eat, women, you know what I'm talking about, I automatically include my husband. It's just a given. I'm making myself something, then I got him, babe, you good? You want something? And half the time I don't even ask him. I just make sure it's enough for him. When he's doing him, he's doing him. If he adds something more for me, it's because I had to prompt him. And then you're gonna slice it where he was making a little sausage and some stuff, and then he's gonna put some onions and some he gonna have that for him. And then I said, "Oh, that's for us." He's talking about something. No, that's mine. What? You know what I'm saying? I have said this to him time and time again.
And then, she flipped the switch like a mug.
No,
over some sauteed onions.
It's about consideration. And I'm always considering my husband and making sure the details of his meal are on point. And then he's making sure he's straight. And let me tell you something, women, y'all know what I'm talking about. If it's only a little bit of onion, he's talking about it's not enough for you.
So I sent
If it's only a little bit, I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna give it to you. But that's not what he does.
I sent the text in response, and I thought it was just to my wife, but it was also to
it was
my mom.
It was a text to me and his mother.
And the text said, "Do you have some pads?
Do you have some pads in the house?" Again, then after he chuckled and said, "I know what time it is." Right?
I do.
So
and lo and behold,
okay, so
the day after,
I came on my period.
Yeah,
so
see?
anyway,
the grilled onions told the story, y'all. It told the story. Fellas, pay attention to your woman's rhythm. It tells a story.
No woman wants to hear that, because while that may be the case, and perhaps there were some things that I was presenting that indicated to him that maybe that was indeed what was going on. That was a part of it. It was only a part of it. And it doesn't mean that what I'm lifting up is not valid. Okay? Mm-hmm. And so here's the thing. In that moment, I didn't care nothing about what he was talking about. I was very agitated and very irritated. And so here's what I wanted to lift up today, is that as we work through that, and it may seem light, but in the moment, it ain't light. I was hot. I was mad. And he just walking around with a smile. Like something's funny, and nothing's funny. Because again, outside of that moment, you are a pretty selfish cooker. Okay, and I'm keep trying to teach him how to do like I do and hook me up without having to be prompted, right? And I want to be considered. So here's the 2 lessons. Number 1, we have to learn how to self-soothe. We have to learn how to because in that moment, and I will say, I'm sure that my hormones had something to do with it because I was hot and probably a little hotter than I should have been.
I know your hormones had something to do with it. I know, it's not a question.
I was a little hotter than
about grilled onions. Sauteed onions.
Okay, y'all go ahead and school Ayize. It's not about the onions. It's about the consideration. It's about the consideration for me, and you know that. You intelligent, brother. You a relationship coach. You a therapist. You know it ain't about the freaking onions. It's about the consideration for me, right? And it's about taking care of me in the way that I would like to be taken care of, the same way I take care of you. And so ultimately, at the end of the day, I didn't feel like I was being considered, but I had to self-soothe. So whatever the issue is, if you feel like, and then he going to put that dig in there about, I know what time of the month it is, right? Whenever you find yourself in that situation, ladies, you have to learn how to do something to soothe yourself. And so whether that's taking a walk, whether that's taking a break, whether that's going and writing in your journal, whether that's saying, let me just get some space out of the room with this brother, right? Whatever it is, find a way to soothe yourself, because there will be moments and times in your relationship where you are engaged in things that, are a little simpler in nature, like our little situation, or you may be engaged in a conflict that is very, very, very sensitive. And you have to be able to figure out how to cool yourself down, how to calm yourself so that you can make sure that you don't take things to a place that aren't isn't necessary, right?
Absolutely.
And so self-soothing is important. And I just realized in that moment, that I have learned how to do that over time, because it's been necessary for me, because I can, be a hothead in general. I can be.
Absolutely.
But I choose not to be.
Sometimes.
Most of the time. Okay, that's number 1, self-soothe. And then number 2 is use humor.
That's what I be doing.
I think later on that evening or even the next day, we were talking about it and you kind of brought it up or whatever, and we chuckled, I said, babe, can you give me a pad? And he was like, for what? Because I was in the bathroom and he was like, and I said, don't say nothing, and then he was like, so we were laughing about it or whatever, but allow the humor, to come into your relationship, and allow room to laugh at yourself and to laugh at each other and to make room for one another. At the end of the day, we have to be able to visit the places of stress, visit the places of conflict. We have to visit those places and not dwell there. And these 2 strategies are 2 ways that you do that. You learn to self-soothe, get my mind off of it. Let me go, let me hook up with my girlfriend. Let's go shopping a little bit. Oh, if you can't go shopping because you should be saving money, do something else, right? Do something to soothe yourself and allow humor to come in, even in the midst of very intense emotions, because it is that connection and it is that perspective that this is not all there is to us. That will allow you all to continue to move forward. Isn't that not right?
That's absolutely right, man.
But right now we need to keep moving.
Yeah, we do.
Because we're going bowling with the family. That's how we do. We hope that this has been of help to you. In the meantime, ain't none of this stuff that we telling y'all every time we get on this video is going to work if you do not.
Stop playing.
Stop playing and start pushing.
Maybe some real onions.